Hey everyone, Arian Bai is here. So today I'm going to be sharing what I found most impactful, informational, and insightful from Chapter 15 from the Literacy Handbook. So I found that the move in adult education to view social capital as an essential component of building, a productive and engaging society. I found that to be quite interesting and informational for me as a teacher, in the sense that it the chapter the chapter tends to emphasize how um, the idea or the concept of social capital produces self-efficacy independently and within a family, and how that transcribes to a child. Um, as well, I remember it having said how that creates more of an open environment for people to um, express their ideas, their concerns, and I feel like that's important because if you have that, if you have a community that has that communication, um, there are many things that can be looked over, improved when it comes to education and the available programs to parents and children alike. So because of this, I chose the color green because I feel the color green, you know, I guess, sends a message of life, and I feel like the social competence and the capital incorporated gives off a sense of life to a community education or school. Um, the second thing I found impactful and informational was how undergoing family literacy programs, how that alone affects the household and a child alike, and the positive changes that a child in a family experiences when they involved in family literacy programs like Head Start, and I know there are quite a few other ones specific to single mothers and single fathers. I'm sure as I was going, as I was reading, there are programs tailored to specific circumstances. So I found it quite awesome how parents who do in fact get involved in family literacy programs, they see results in their child's education. They see progress when there's that communication between teacher and parent. And when you have a program that is essentially keeping up to date or keeping record of progress or um, anything the family or child may need. Um, so it's definitely important. Um, Aside from that, I know that statistically speaking, that most families aren't aware, especially the families that need it most aren't aware of the programs that are out there. Um, so because of that, I chose the positive symbol as the as to best represent um, the synthesis of um, of this section. So you'd have a positive symbol like that, a plus sign, because I feel like when families and children engage in these programs provided by the state or government or local community, they really do benefit from it. I feel like it becomes sort of like a cohesive family, and it really takes to mind. It really applies the saying, it takes a village, to raise a child, and that pretty much is the route for you to get to that to have that village in order to help you get the resources you need, the health resources you need, the education of the books, and everything else that could enhance a child's probabilities of succeeding. And lastly, the last thing I found, and to me, I believe my favorite section covered was that because of my interest in economics, I find like learning about social capital and what it means in terms of economics, sociology, and education, and how basically the section like summarizes or synthesizes as a membership in a group. So it identifies people and their accompanying associations and whatever status they may have or profession and talents as valuable resources. So I feel like this is great because going back to programs, it in a sense is something that is less structured but still valuable. So it isn't necessarily like a program, but it's a group of people that contribute to the well-being of a community, of their children, of their school. So in a sense, everybody contributes to their and others' success. So it's like a cohesive unit, and everybody uses what they have, in order to acquire the resources they may need, or experiences that they can maybe give to a child, and themselves alike. So, and additionally, I feel like when you have that unity, it also builds, you also build that sense of community with other families. And so, you can have multiple parents engage in their child's life at school, education, and actual development. So because of that, I chose an image where you have multiple people working to get a goal, like to get something done, or to have something function. And this would be the picture. Okay, as you can see there, it's everyone there, every adult in there is putting work in order to get the gears going and have whatever machine, in this case, education, school, and extracurricular activities, in order to get that going smoothly. So in essence, this has been my synthesis of Chapter 15. I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, thank you.